Now Wells. The Wolfpack again can't hit it. Back to MP. Pass to Hotkins. MP. Yes, and it's Brett Hawkins picking up the assist.
And they have not let up. This is a statement victory.
Some might say they're running up the score. To me, it looks like they're just playing their brand of basketball.
Here's Robinson. No good again that time. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And it gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Fisher outside. MP. And the Dynasty, another three.
What a beauty. Good to see MP cashing it in from deep. The scouts want to see that he has that kind of outside range.
And Patrick Wells outside. On target from long range. Here's the Dynasty. Here's MP. And Robinson pulls it down. Wells outside. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
A real gem. You can see why the Dynasty have been the team to beat. Great execution for them when it mattered most.
Well, you know the Wolfpack would give everything they had. You could feel the intense tone of this rivalry match early on.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Ultimately, talent just wins out. The Dynasty has a great group of players to build on, and they might have been tested here a bit, but they proved to be the better team. Yo, she was here. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she came with her cousin.
Oh, I can't
man, you mind if I talk to him real quick? I apologize, bro. Hey, look, I know we butt heads over the years, but we go to the same school now.
Bro, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me win cool.
Great. That's a great attitude.
We're
going to win states like that.
Yep, and I don't care about states.
Yeah, that's because you playing for the Scouts.
Right, and that's because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're going to rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? You really want to help these people? How about you take over, make the league? Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
What's shaking, MP?
We know MP came ready to play.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside and a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at Oklahoma City, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for the Warriors, they understand how good they truly are. One of their biggest challenges, don't get complacent down the stretch.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Ivy at the 2 with Thompson at the 3. Nas Reed out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Sasser in at the point. The rebound by Allen. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Detroit with the ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to Isaac. Reed with it. The jump hook. Misses off the left iron. And so Kuminga will bring it up for Golden State. Here's Green. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Jonathan Isaac, first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Dubs, Draymond Green.
Free throw no good for Green.
The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
Now here's Sasser. His last outing, we saw him score 13.
Or go into the blacktop. Pick a player like Giannis if you want to work on.
I used to think about immature things.
Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
On the court for the Pistons, sliding in at the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. Reed is out there with Isaac, and it's Sasser in at the point guard position. Here's Ivy, following the basket by MP. The shot by Ivy, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now, here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. 6 on the shot clock.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Sasser. Green with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. Ivy at the 2 with Thompson at the 3. Naz Reid out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Sasser in at the 1 spot. Just 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Outside Kuminga. Back to MP. Left side Green. Pass to Allen. The 3.
Your slashing ability. Pick a player like Jokic if you want to win.
And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
On the court for the Pistons, sliding in at the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. Isaac out there with Naz Reid. And it's Sasser in at the 1. And yes, it's good.
And what you like about MP as a playmaker, he has great vision.
And Kuminga comes to help. Here's Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
Here's Isaac, following the basket by MP. They set the pick. Pass to Sasser.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And Detroit, let's look at who...
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, on the court for the Pistons, sliding into the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. Reid is out there with Jonathan Isaac, and it's Sasser in at the 1. On mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're all
Congratulations. What you doing? Boss move.
Now that we're at the midway point of the season, Richard, what do you say to teams near the top of the standings?
That it's not how you start, it's how you finish. We've got plenty of season left, and even though they've played well so far, you can't afford to get complacent.
Setting the floor for Detroit. Ivy at the 2 with Thompson at the 3. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Sasser in at the point guard position. Now here's Sasser. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Ivy passes to Isaac. It's good from about 19 feet.
And I'm really liking the confidence from Isaac. He feels like no one can guard him off the catch.
Pass to Jackson Davis, and here's Hield. MP outside. Here he goes. Uneasy, too, on the layup. MP's got 17.
Yeah, their offense is really humming right now. They just can't miss.
Pistons trail by 13. Now here's Ivy, guarded by Hield, and it's Ivy penetrating. Isaac outside. Ivy outside. Reed sets a screen. Ivy's shot is off. Golden State has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Kuminga, the pass to MP. Inside. 5 on the clock. Hield for 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Thompson. No made baskets yet. Here's Sasser. Ivy outside. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Allen. The Warriors lead by 16. Down low. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Pistons trail by 18. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Magic was tremendous. He finished with 67 points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Jackson Davis down low, working on Reed. Hield passes to MP. Now here's Green. Back to Hield. Golden State needs to get off a shot. No good on the triple. Pistons trail by 16. Pass to Ivy. Here's the 3. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And there comes a point when
Young.
On the floor for Detroit, sliding into the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. Nas Reed out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Sasser in at the point. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Different look here for the Warriors. Coloco's checked in. Dixon comes in for Green. Wiggins is checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Stephen Curry in for Hield. And a switcher also for Detroit. Howland, he's checked in for Ivy. Now here's Thompson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He picked up 67 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. He couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Pass to Koloko. Allen, the bounce pass. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Holland. Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow.
Absolutely locks down on the defensive end. Thompson creating offense now with that defense.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Allen. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Pistons trail by 18. Here's the teardrop. Sasser gets the bucket. Sasser's got 7 points in the game. Sasser's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Allen passes to Curry. Puts one up from 19. A basket good off the assist from Allen. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. Thompson is double. Detroit's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Pass to Sasser. Isaac outside. No good on the 3.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Curry kicks to MP. Traps in the tray. Allen's got 27.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Pistons trail by 21. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. In for Dixon. And a different look here for the Pistons. Yabusele, he's checked in for Reed. Zhang comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Morris checked in for Asar Thompson. And Ivy subbed in for Marcus Sasser. Now, here's Ivy. MP grabs the miss.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Here's Wiggins, and a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got his 7th assist here tonight. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Orlando. Moore passes to Ivy. .44 seconds left in the first. And the rejection by MP. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that
time. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Ivy against MP. Ivy kicks to Zhang. They need this one. Connects from three-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Allen, the bounce pass. Moody the pass to Allen, and Curry has it in the corner. Back to Allen. Here's the three.
DJ, bomb them, never.
Here's MP. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Puts it up off the inbound. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that's the kind of player MP is striving to become.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. So both free throws good from Allen.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Detroit shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Free throw good. Ivy. Shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
Oh, nice shot by MP.
Well, MP was ready to shoot, so they got him the ball. It's that simple.
Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. MP is out there with Stephen Curry, and it's Hield in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors 5. Count that one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for Golden State. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with him.
Wow. Oh, wow. That was a dunk contest level jam right there.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. And here's Fontecchio. Pass to Moore. Here's Holland. Fontecchio with the ball. He's covered by Curry. Yabusele. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Isaac, he's checked into the Pistons. Thompson comes in for Fontecchio.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
For Detroit, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Before, albeit not very often, but twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
And Detroit making a change here. Deep cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Allen's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And for the Pistons, they're shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Here's Jang. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. 5 to shoot. It's Thompson, high post. Wide open look. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Outside Hield. Hield on the wing. From the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Back to Thompson. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Thompson's got 5.
Yeah, developing consistency with the jump shot has been Asar Thompson's #1 priority.
Kuminga, the pass to MP. Back to Kuminga. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And some of the best high flyers in the NBA. Some of this year's contenders for the dunk contest.
And when you look at the names on that list, you just know that contest has a chance to be special.
You look at Thompson, and in dunk contest voting, he's 3rd, a premier athlete in the NBA.
Well, the fans want to see him fly, and us broadcasters, we want him in. I expect to see him compete during All-Star Weekend. Believe that.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air, and I enjoy watching all.
Golden State's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Holland is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Marcus Sasser. Then there's Reed. And it's Thompson in at the 2. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams have probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Orlando was tremendous. He picked up 67 points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys have carried that momentum into this one.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Dixon's checked in for the Warriors. And a switcher also for Detroit. Ivy's checked in for Jonathan Isaac.
MP with it. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Now that we're around the midway point of the season, Brent, what's something we should keep our eye on?
I think watching teams that had expectations of making deep runs, are they happy with their roster? And the other ones are, which of the teams are really close that are going to make decisions in terms of their front office to maybe make a roster change?
And again! He's having himself quite a night, scoring with reckless abandon.
And he's nearing third place in career 40-point games.
Closing in on the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. He was able to reach that mark 122 times over the course of his storied career.
And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, man. MP. That was nasty.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And here is Thompson. He's got 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Reed, a screen on heel. Here's Thompson. Sasser outside. Fires the three. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Curry passes to Allen. Outside heel. Back to MP. Pass to Curry. From behind the arc. And it's Hield. That time on the assist by MP. Hield's got 9.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Reed. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Koloko comes in for Kuminga, and Moody is subbed in for Curry. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Isaac's checked in.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
Isaac, the pass to Thompson. Reed sets a screen. Lets it fly. Ivy's shot is off.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
His first shot coming late. It's hauled in by Isaac. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Sasser misses the layup. MP scanning the floor. Here's Dixon. Pass to MP. Back to Hield. Now here's Allen. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. And it's Hield missing. And Detroit is shooting 35% in the second so far. And again, the Pistons missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Pass to Moody. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Ivy outside. High post Reed. Now here's Sasser. Covered by MP. Can't hit from in close.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Outside Moody. And here's MP from outside.
Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't made me.
Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. On the floor for Detroit, sliding in at the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Sasser in at the 1 spot.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. Third of the game so far.
MP, that's for 2.